EJ, what's happening, man? It's great to meet you. I'm such a big fan of you and the show, man. Welcome, man.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So now, I understand that your younger brother was on Ellen's show Little Big Shots, right?
Yes, he was. And it's crazy. It's been, I want to say about 3, 4 years now.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really crazy, but it was a blast. I mean, it was great to see my little brother up on a stage.
Absolutely. And I see that y'all are just shining in different areas. You're 12 now. So when did you get your start acting?
I got my start acting. Well, my parents always said I was an actor as a child or whatever you have it, right? But I officially started acting when I was about 7.5 years old. I was turning 8. And it's an interesting story because, I mean, it wasn't something that my parents were always excited about, but that was mainly because, you know, the ins and outs of everything in terms of the hard work. But when my mom and dad just really saw how serious I was about it, we took it to the next level, and now here we are today.
I love it, man. I love it. Now, the thing is, though, it seems that entertainment is not too far left field from your family because this is pretty amazing. Your dad actually used to be a Harlem Globetrotter, and so you've been playing basketball since you were little.
Yes, like little. To be precise, 7 months. But it's crazy because it's always been in the family, you know, and it still is. He's not a Globetrotter anymore, but now he still owns his own basketball team, the Harlem Dream. So I'm still around it. Whenever I'm not doing my personal business, I still am able to see and watch everybody else work.
I love it, man. And I read this. You consider yourself one of the biggest sneakerheads around. I find this particularly interesting because I am as well.
Yeah.
I am as well.
For me, I am the biggest sneakerhead you will meet, right? So, and I don't, look at that.
Yep, I see what you're doing. Yep.
I mean, I love Jordan preferably, and me getting that was really just an early Christmas gift. But I'm like the hugest sneakerhead. And, you know, for me, I love when things are color coordinated.
Right.
So sometimes I'll specifically just go shopping for one color because it's the same color of my shoes.
Absolutely. I love it. Like a true sneakerhead, 100%. Now, the show is amazing. We got to talk about Wonder Years, man. The original was actually set in a different decade. So tell us about this remix of the show.
The remix is unique, you know, and I'm glad you said that. For people who don't know a remix, I call the Wonder Years the new one a remix because you got to think of it like a song. Sometimes you'll see a song who has the same artist from the original, right? And then you'll bring on a new feature onto it. So it's putting a little twist onto it, but still having that original taste and feeling.
Absolutely, and I love it, man. It takes place in my hometown of Montgomery, Alabama, actually. So do y'all actually get to visit there from time to time?
We went for the first time a few weeks ago. It was great to be able to experience everything, and especially with a lot of history that's happened in that in that particular city, that particular state. For us to be able to go in the time that we did, it was great to be able to locate exactly where everything was because there's signs everywhere telling you what this is, what it means. And it meant a whole lot for me because when I go back to my show, I know I'm not doing it for nothing.
Absolutely, man. And it's so important you say that, too, because the show is set in the 60s, but you were born in 2009, right? So there's a lot of things on set that I'd imagine are pretty confusing or that you'd have to figure out, right?
Yeah, it's definitely very confusing at times. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I get through it, and it's easier because one, a lot of the people on set, especially the costume designers, they actually grew up in those times when they were kids. So, and sometimes they dress up as if they were in the 60s, and you'd think that they're a part of the cast when they're really not. So it's great to be able to see, even with being on set, it's great to be around it and still get familiar with it.
100%. And speaking about great things, you actually had your first kiss on the show. Is this true?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that, man.
It was very unique. It's not something that you would dream exactly how you'd think it is. Because, you know, in the movies, people think all this dramatic stuff. Oh, I'm just going to fall and then he's going to catch me, blah, 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 blah. But in this case, it was no. you're gonna do this, like 20 people are gonna watch it, and then it's gonna go on television.
Absolutely.
So it was a little weird at first, but I mean, at the end of the day, you don't want to feel uncomfortable doing it.
Man, absolutely, man. I got to tell you, man, I love you. I love the show. Even bigger fan after talking with y'all. Now, isn't he amazing? It's like super charming. Love it. My dude, many continued blessings to you, man. I'm going to keep watching the show. Y'all, The Wonder Years airs Wednesday at 8:30 on ABC. We'll be back.